You look, I know you've been outspoken, Dabo, the transfer portal, to people just leaving, all this stuff now that's going on. You know,
Even in high school.
even in high school, yeah. I mean, where my kids go to high school, there's new football players coming in every year. And how do we get that to go back to where these kids work and there's accountability?
Parents, I mean, I think it's honestly, I mean, outside of just, I mean, if we just take God off the table here, which I think is probably the number one problem we have,
Yeah.
it's poor parenting. We have a lot of parents that are more their friends than their parents, and we need parents, and we need to let our kids fail. It's okay. What we're doing and what we're teaching is I just think we're really doing a poor job for a bunch of future 30-year-olds. We're not equipping them properly, and we're teaching them that when it gets hard, like instead of pushing through, you immediately look the other way. And as I tell our coaches all the time, I tell everyone, hey, listen, you don't get what you expect, you get what you inspect. So, man, you need a high level of accountability. Hey, you empower. I believe in empowering people, but you need to do it with accountability. And there has to be consequences. When there are no consequences, you have no conscience, right? And then there's chaos. And especially when you're young, I mean, no consequences is bad for older people, anybody, but no consequences for young kids is not good. And we have, we're like taking all the consequences away because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, whatever. And we're not equipping that 30-year-old version of that kid. We're just not. Most of the time, as you get a little older, you look back and probably the things that we hated the most and things that really we didn't like at the time, you know what? Those very things are sometimes become your greatest assets later in life because you were equipped through that process. And and I'm not saying there's not a time to leave and this and that, but I just think we've made it cool, convenient, and celebrated to give up. And I don't think that's good. I don't think that's healthy at all. And I think, the parents need to be parents and they need to understand, hey, listen, you know what? You may not be the best player or get better, or go compete or be great at your role, be committed as a teammate, So these are to me, all parenting things that I think that we've got to be better at as a society.
Coach, for that kid out there that's listening to this or watching this that has a dream of playing for Clemson in football and wants to be recruited by Dabo Swinney or his staff, and first of all, you've had great success, obviously, with championships, but really what's been amazing to me is your brand is about character, which is really one of our pillars. But if that kid is thinking about, hey, I'd love to play for Coach Swinney one day, when you're looking at a recruit and you're trying to identify a kid that's a leader, or you're trying to identify character, or those intangibles that you're looking for, what are you looking for? What are you looking at to identify that, to try to somebody who's going to fit into your culture?
Yeah, well, so we usually, probably the last 5 or 6 years, we are usually second or third from the bottom in fewest offers. Okay. So we just don't offer a lot of guys, and we have a process that we don't offer freshmen and sophomores. I didn't offer Trevor Lawrence. It's probably why we got him, because I told him the truth. He had like 50 offers, and I'm like, dude, I just met you.
You're a freshman.
You don't know me. I mean, you don't know me, and you're a ninth grader. Like, can you drive a car? Can you play 2 years of varsity football? What is that? We're offering like 8th and 9th grade. It's just crazy. I don't understand that. And I just put an end to all that. I'm like, we're not doing it. We're going to, because we're a developmental program and we are a graduation, do we part place. This is not a catch and release. This is a place of retention. And it's always been that way. And that's how we've won. We've won through evaluation, through development, and through retention. That's how we've won here for a long time. We've never had a number one recruiting class. We're usually somewhere between 8 and 15, but we're the second winningest team in the country the last 12 years. And, we've never had a number one recruiting class, but we're second in draft picks and second in first round picks since I've been a head coach for 14 years. So, we've proven that, and it's not that we're perfect and we get it right, but we've proven that our process and how we go about things, because we are a relationship and purpose-driven place. And so, we're very transparent in the process of recruiting a kid. We're brutally honest. In fact, I spend more time trying to talk a kid and not coming. So the cool thing about Clemson is when a kid commits to Clemson, this guy is for real, because we've tried to talk him out of it. All right. And he's coming here for the right reasons. Because he's coming here because he really values education. He wants discipline. He wants structure. He wants family. And this is what he wants. And it's really, really cool to see how it plays out every single year. Pre-NIL, we never got the kids that could be manipulated in the process. Post-NIL, we still don't get those. And I'm perfectly fine with that. So, for example, we've offered 60 kids in this class of 24. We're second from the bottom in fewest offers. And actually, this team that's below us, the only reason they've offered fewer is because they signed mostly transfers. So they haven't offered many high school kids. So we're all high school kids. And to give you perspective, the team that's number one has offered 480 something. All right. And we've offered 60. So it's a different way of doing things. This place is about, it's about serving their heart, not their talent. That's the whole philosophy of our program here. You can't serve someone's heart if you don't know them.